Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day everyone. I'm Dr. Shayuti Adnan. Today we are going to learn about related issues of the agro businesses. The topic outline for today's presentation is first, environmental impacts of agro activities, and second, the emergence of environmental accounting. The learning outcomes will be two. By the end of this topic, you should be able to first discuss environmental impacts of agro activities, and secondly, you should be able to explain the emergence of environmental accounting. Before we begin, let me show you some videos of ethical and environmental issues of the industry. Unfortunately, the business owners might not be aware of these issues, nor the buyers. The question is, to what extent accountants or accounting systems should or can play any role to this issue? Let us now look at these issues in details. The previous videos presented footage of environmental problems caused by agro activities. To be specific, excessive agro activities cause the following problems: soil erosion, excessive land clearing or tree cutting, open burning, water pollution, air pollution in terms of smell or bacteria, and toxic waste. Now, let us analyze why agropreneurs have to take into account the environmental impacts of their business activities. I will explain four factors. Those are stakeholder pressure, legitimacy of the operation, changing cost relations, competitive advantage. Right, stakeholders are the entity that may be affected or can affect the business operation. They can be categorized into two groups. The first group is the one that have impact on the business operations directly. This is the powerful group. It contributes resources to the business directly. For example, shareholders, board of directors, employees, and customers. The second group has indirect impact to the business operation. For example, regulators, environmentalists, lobbying groups, the public, or anybody that may concern about the existence of the business activities. These groups can put pressures to the business in many ways. For example, let us take what has happened in Cameron Highlands as an example. Look at these activities. The public may raise its concern through media. The environmentalists joins the lobbying groups. They may come from all over the world. They put pressures to the politicians, and the politicians react to this issue as to make sure they satisfy the voters' needs. And eventually, regulators may introduce new legislations. Why should business conform with the stakeholders' expectations? Yes, survival is the answer. This is explained by the legitimacy theory, that there is a nexus of contract that exists between the business and its constituents. This contract is implicit. To sustain, the business should make sure that the contract is not broken. Thus, the business operation should be in line with the societal expectation. Otherwise, its legitimacy status is threatened. The third factor that drives the emergence of environmental accounting is changing cost relations. It is very important for the business to understand its cost behaviors and identify costs and revenues that directly related to the environment. For example, Substitute paper packaging for plastic wrappers. That's not only good to the environment, but also paper is cheaper than plastics. Therefore, it is a profitable decision. There are many other examples that I can explain, but they are not directly related to this course. Lastly, many businesses use environmental issues as part of their competitive advantages. That means being green could be a strategy for advertisement or a strategy that shows the business is better off than its competitors. Let us take Body Shop Company as an example. The company shouts to the world that their products are against animal testing, environmentally safe, non-carcinogenic, and supports the World Poverty Program and technically green. In other words, the company has successfully used the environmental agenda as its competitive advantage. To conclude, agro activities leave environmental footprint, and the business should take into account the impacts of agro activities in its accounting system. That's all from me now, and see you again in the next video.